What's up? I'm Meg.
I'm La.
And we're somebody's unhinged sister. I'm unhinged today.
Are you?
Yeah.
Unhinged Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday for sure. When you get like sad but mad at the same time, what does your face do?
I'll probably just cry.
You cry?
Yeah.
I started smiling. Have you ever done that? Like just start smiling while you're mad?
Yeah. I feel
What's
like
that mean? That you're
Oh.
crazy?
I don't know. See, probably. I feel like whenever I get mad enough to the point, like if I'm smiling mad, I'm like mad. But I
Yeah.
feel like that's when it's like to the point. Like, do you ever get so mad you just don't care anymore? Like I'm literally
Yeah,
so
maybe, I don't know.
mad that my brain's just like, you don't care. And
I'm like a grudge holder, so I don't know if I've ever felt that.
yeah. That's a very Libra thing.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever felt that. I was going to be like, yeah, all the time. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, I'm mad right now because I have that same Stanley in my car and I forgot to bring it in and we would have been twins because with our coffee and our Stanleys.
Yeah.
And so now I'm mad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking-
That's my day.
So Starbucks, we have a Starbies today.
Yeah.
But
so good.
that like being a girl is one of my favorite things because literally like all it takes to make me happy is like a drink from Starbucks and like a trip to like TJ Maxx, Target,
so good.
like Goodwill, something like
It's the
that,
best.
and like I'm happy again.
Yeah. I literally had a minty bee on the way here. I mean, it's Monday per usual. So minty bee on the way here. I'm like crying hysterically and Jake's like, why don't you just call Lauren? I'm like, no, I'll be fine. I just need to get to Starbucks.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's so crazy.
It's seriously though.
but it
like,
helps.
yeah. I don't know what they put in their coffee, but
Whatever, keep doing it.
yeah.
And the lady in front of me that complained 40 times and got hers for free. I hope it tasted terrible. I know it didn't, but I kind of hope it did. I hope it did.
You know, it probably tasted exactly like the first one she had too, because
For
like
sure.
they're very scientific about their drinks. I feel
literally, and if I would have been a Starbucks employee and this woman was complaining so much, I would have just like taken the drink back, sat it down for a second, grabbed it and handed it right back to her.
Yeah.
And been
there
like,
you
all
go,
right,
brand
fixed
new.
it. Yeah, because you're just trying to get it for free, which she did.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I could never be that person.
Yeah.
I don't
and
think.
those people exist
Yeah.
in every part. There's like some like hair in the hair field.
Yeah.
You'll get clients sometimes who will complain just to get it for free and then come back later and be like, oh, I loved it actually. Like after I like had it for a little while, I loved
Ew.
it. And I'm like, no, you loved it at first. You just didn't want to pay for it.
Didn't want to pay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so rude. I don't think knock on wood. I'm not sure that I've actually had that happen, but also my personality, I'm like, I just put in 18 hours of work into this hat. You're paying me for something.
Yeah.
So, and but I've never like had a super, super, super hard client so far. Plus at this particular Starbucks, the employees are always so nice, which now that I think about it, have you ever had a really rude or bad Starbucks encounter?
I haven't.
I don't think I have either. And I think it's whatever they do put in their coffee, they're just inhaling all day. So they're just nice.
They also, Starbucks, if you are employed there, they will pay for your college if you stay employed there throughout like your whole college life. Yeah.
I wish I'd have known that.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have the patience to be a barista, but maybe I do. I don't know.
I feel like you would be a pretty good one, especially too, because like there's hours of the day where you're just like
That's
the whole
true.
time
Yeah,
like
just
making
going.
coffee, and it probably flies by.
That's true. That's how it used to be like working in restaurants.
Yeah.
Speaking of coffee, I had Chelsea's newest which is Harper Bell. Iran is calling me.
Iran.
This is just what I need today.
Yeah.
Is an Iran phone call. No, I'm screenshotting this. Chelsea Harper Bell's, you know.
Yeah.
Love Starbucks, but Harper Bell's where it's at.
Oh yeah.
She had and I can't remember the name that she put on it, but a something bourbon cherry coffee drink.
The Cherry Vixen. That's the one I got. Yeah.
Yes. It literally, I woke up craving it today.
Yeah.
It was
super.
so good.
And I'm like fruity coffee. I don't normally go for them, but I got that one and I actually did kind of like it.
It was so good. And so good. But she also gave me a cupcake that was, I don't think she made it. I think she gets it from like a supplier, but literally changed my life.
Yeah, I seen them whenever we were at Grit and Grace.
Yeah.
I seen them sitting there and they looked some like
my God.
top
I
quality
went to eat one
cupcakes.
last night and I don't know, we're talking about cupcakes on a podcast. I don't know. Like, icing is not my favorite thing.
Oh, I love
because
icing.
it's too sweet. It
Yeah.
hurts, like, my whole mouth hurts. The back of my tongue feels weird when I eat icing. But this chocolate creation that was the top of this cupcake was so good that I just wanted to take a spoon and just eat it right off. It was so good. I don't know what it was. It was some kind of chocolate ganache icing. I don't know. And then it was like bourbon cherries like mixed into the cake. So good. And I have one more left at home, and I can't wait to get home and eat it.
Yeah, icing's my favorite. I could eat a jar of icing.
Really?
Yeah, I love it
Oh,
so
I
much.
can't do that. I could do that with sour cream.
And like with cakes and stuff like that, I always want the corner pieces, like the pieces with the
Oh
most
yeah. Speaking
icing.
of, when I was little, we used to have like Sunday dinner with my at my great grandpa's house,
Yeah.
and it would be like all the cousins and all the things like y'all used to do. And so we would have like our birthdays at Sunday dinner the week of our birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a Pocahontas cake, and my we're the same age. My cousins were there, and I got upset because I thought that someone else was going to get her face.
Oh yeah.
So I just put my whole hand like into the face of the cake so that no one else could have it.
Yeah. This
But
is
now,
mine.
mind you, it was a sheet cake and her face was the whole cake. So I was like, this is mine.
Yeah.
So it's my
That
birthday.
was like a big thing though. Like you had to have the face piece.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You had to. That's your birthday.
I would always like I would feel bad cutting it. Like I would
Yeah.
feel bad for the
Mhm.
cake. 'Cause
For
it's
the
like I'm
cake.
cutting her Tinkerbell or whoever,
Yeah.
you know, I had in
That is
half.
true. I think I felt that before, but also it was just more selfish. This is mine, so I
Yeah.
don't need it. I feel like I was about to say something else. Oh, candles. I got a DW home delivery today.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm now going to start this is my last purchase for them for a while probably, because now the ladies at Grit and Grace make the most amazing candles, and I got a little sneak peek of their fall line.
Oh.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So excited. Vanilla pumpkin something. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So, yes, candles.
Yeah.
Fall, coffee, pumpkins.
I went to TJ Maxx.
Did you?
Yeah, not today, but
So
one
good.
day recently, and they had like all the DW
Oh, yeah.
home like fall candles
I've got
and
one
stuff
that's
like that.
whipped honey.
Ooh.
I haven't smelled them yet,
Yeah.
but the jar is super cute. So, anywho, that's my week in a nutshell is coffee, pumpkin, candles, and cake.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost September. We're
It
almost
is.
in the Burr months.
Yeah, I have a little ghosty type story for us today to get us prepared for the Burr months.
Ooh, fun.
Mhm.
We secured our Beetlejuice tickets.
Yes, we did.
I'm so excited.
The outfit's coming together. The vintage tee is supposed to be delivered this week, and my pants are supposed to be getting adjusted, and all the things.
That's exciting.
I'm very excited about it.
One of the like workout clothing companies
Mhm.
I follow or whatever did a collab with Beetlejuice.
Nuh-uh.
I had all my reminders, all my alarms set
You
on
missed
and
it.
everything. And it was like 2 minutes before. And like they sent me the text, like,
Yeah.
you know, hey, get on or whatever. So I got on. And then I was like, okay, I've got 2 minutes. So I like set my phone down and like changed into my pajamas or something because it was like a late night drop. Get in bed. And then it was like 4 minutes. But like the drop was at 9. It was like 9:04 and I get on.
Sold out.
Yeah, all 4. They had a Beetlejuice, a Lydia, whatever Jenna Ortega's name
Yeah,
is gonna be, and God, what was the 4th one? Oh, like Lydia and Beetlejuice,
Mhm.
and like
Yeah.
their wedding get up and everything, and all 4 of them sold out. They did have they did like you remember the look when you would wear like a striped long sleeve under a big t-shirt, like
Maybe.
in the like skaters did it in, like the 90s and stuff like that. They
Yes,
they
like,
did have
we do that now with like the see-through ones.
yeah, pretty
yeah.
much.
Okay. Yeah.
They
yeah.
did have that style left, but it was
Mhm.
really expensive, so I ended
Yeah.
up. But dude, I was so excited about
Man, I hate when things like that happen because it's
4
so
minutes.
irritating.
Yeah,
It's so irritating.
and it's not a like huge company, so I don't know if they just had very limited like numbers.
Right.
But yeah, 4 minutes and it was sold out, and I was like,
I got mine
Okay.
from Etsy, but it says vintage, but I think just the design is vintage.
yeah, I feel like Etsy
Yeah,
does
because
that a lot.
they had multiple sizes, so I
Mhm.
was like, which is fine. Like it's the design from like the original,
Yeah.
so it's really cool, and they like distress it or whatever. But it's supposed to be in this week.
Oh, good.
I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna look cute with the trousers. Maybe not, but we're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's that. What else should we do this fall? Obviously, pumpkin patch.
Oh yeah.
The
The Apple place.
Oh God, yeah. I wish it would be cooler like soon because I want to go there. But every time we go, it's so hot.
When does their like the fall stuff, like all the Apple-y stuff
Oh, I'm sure
start?
it's now.
Is it?
Yeah, probably.
Because I know like in the summer they'll do like peach and stuff too.
Yeah, I think they're doing it now. I'm not sure. I need to check so we can make plans to do that because I like doing that and the pumpkin patch like in the same day because it's all kind of relatively close.
Yeah, me too. It's always so fun.
And we have to get the pumpkin patch early this year.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get anything last year that was worth having.
Yeah.
So I'm growing something in my backyard. I have no idea what it is. It looks like a pumpkin plant, but it could also be a squash plant. But then I think, like, when did I throw out squash?
You grew pumpkins last year, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I accidentally grow them every year.
Yeah.
I have several plants, but this one has yellow and white fruits on the thing, but they're shaped super weird. And so I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to pay $4.99 for my Bloom app every week because that seems excessive. Because I'm not a planter girl.
Right.
It's not me. So I can't identify it, and I've tried to Google what it is, and I can't tell. And I've Googled like the lifespan of a pumpkin, like the growing process, and I can't find a pumpkin that looks like this, but it also doesn't really favor a squash. I don't know what it is. I'm growing something mystery.
Maybe it's a hybrid.
Maybe. What if I made my own pumpkin?
Like a pumpkin squash
well,
hybrid.
Technically, isn't a pumpkin a squash?
I have no clue.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have another pumpkin plant growing from the seeds I planted 2 years ago.
I want to
purposely planted them. Yeah, I did too. So I planted like 500 seeds, and it took 2 years for one of them to sprout.
Oh, that's crazy. God, and then how do people make
I don't know how they do it. I don't know. I tried so hard. I had a drill, and I was like drilling them down to what it said to do, and I put all the seeds. One grew in 2 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I went to hair school with a girl whose family owns a pumpkin patch.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that for her. She probably doesn't even like pumpkins.
She's a very fall girly.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was going to say, I feel like people that do that probably don't even like enjoy it because it's work.
Yeah, they're like immune to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can never be immune to fall.
Yeah.
I love it so much. What's on your list for today or for this week?
The astronauts that I talked about that were stranded, that were only supposed to be there for like a certain amount of weeks, and then they're still now they're not going to be home until 2025.
What are you talking about? Why?
I don't know. I guess whatever broke that they're having to fit. Like they're up there.
The amount of
2025
cussing that I would do in that situation would be unreal.
I feel like I would have lost my mind at this point. Like it's one thing when like you're going to space and are going to live on the space shuttle for a year, but it's another thing when you're only supposed to be there for a month and then you're stuck there for a year.
That's insanity.
Yeah, like I would not. You wouldn't be mentally prepared for that at that point.
You can't even go outside.
Yeah,
there's no fresh air.
Yeah, no fresh air.
What if they're going to be like allergic to air when they come back down?
Yeah, that's a thing. Have you ever watched The 100?
Yeah,
I
finished it.
Yeah,
I think we finished it. You know they're married and have kids in real life.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
like
one, aren't they a couple in the movie, in the show?
Kinda. Bellamy and Clark.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're married in real life.
That's cool.
I think they're married. Either way, that they're together and have kids.
Yeah.
Or at least one. But I follow both of them on Instagram. They're super cool. Speaking of like social media, so I saw excuse me. I saw the dumbest thing. And here's what I wrote as I watched it. Early 20s white girls do the absolute most. They do the most. As in, taking cans of mocktails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know what I'm talking about? The mocktail cans, they look like White Claws, but they're non-alcoholic, and they're like, this one, for instance, was margarita flavor. Okay. Opening the entire can with a can opener.
Mm-hmm.
Popping it off so it's like a cup.
Yeah.
Pouring out the mocktail into a shaker. We'll come back to that. Taking and putting a rim on, so tahini, whatever they put on it.
Yeah.
It looks like sugar. I don't know. Whatever it was, on a can that's been cut with a can opener. Okay. Then she shook the shaker with nothing else but the already shaken, prepared mocktail in it.
Yeah.
Poured it back into the can. And then decorated it. And here's my thing. If you drink that to where you can actually taste the stuff that's on the rim, you're going to cut your face.
Oh, yeah.
It's a can.
Yeah, I swear aluminum is the sharpest thing ever.
I said, what is happening? They don't think.
Yeah. They do it for content is the thing. They're like, what can I do to make people watch this?
Yeah, and I did watch it.
Yeah,
I watched it 3 times, actually, to make sure I was seeing it correctly. And I was like, what does she put in the shaker with the mocktail? Because I'm pretty sure it's nothing, and she just shook it for no reason.
Yeah.
And put it back in the can that's going to slice your face open when you drink it. It's insanity.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And also, if you're gonna do that, couldn't you just pop the tab like normal and like put tahini or whatever you're putting on it?
Yeah, where
On
you're
the-
gonna where your mouth goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could easily do that.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's much safer. You're not gonna be eating little tiny shards of aluminum and cutting your face open.
Yeah, or like I'd be scared that like cut my esophagus and
Yeah, like what if you went to like when I drink a margarita, I like will lick the flavor and then lick the ram.
Yeah.
We're being canceled. And then drink the beverage.
Yeah.
If you did that on that can, your tongue's getting sliced off.
Yeah.
You're going to be tongueless. Make it make sense. It's stupid. I literally was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever sat here and watched.
Yeah, that is wild.
It's insane. People are stupid.
Well, I seen the cutest thing on the internet. Apparently,
we are totally different people.
apparently, when it rains, ducks get endorphins from the rain, and it makes them happy.
Am I a duck?
Maybe. I'm definitely not, because rain makes me depressed.
No, my friend texted me today and was like, it's 90 degrees. Where's the cool, rain, cloudy, gray days? And I was like, oh, no, man. I can't wait.
I can.
Oh, maybe I would be a duck. How fun.
Yeah, it was like a video of a bunch of ducks that were sitting in the rain, just like staring up at the sky, watching the rain fall. And
That's
I was
beautiful.
Like, oh, it was very beautiful.
I don't have ducks on my pond in the fall.
You should
Only in the winter.
get some that would.
Some pet ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I have snapping turtles and they eat ducks.
Do they?
Yeah, I have like a pond of snapping turtle orgies constantly.
You do.
It's insane. I've lived there for almost 10 years. I've never seen this occur. I don't know if like snapping turtles only do it ever so often, and I don't know what's happening, but something in my water is making them just
Why
go
are
at
snapping turtles so mean though?
I don't know, but they're just really grumpy. I don't know what's wrong with them. Maybe it's because they're kind of ugly.
Yeah.
And they just hate themselves.
Yeah. But
Either
like normal
way.
turtles are so like cutesy and
Yeah.
like turtles are. I was calling the other day what his favorite animal was, and he said a turtle. I'm like, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have an abundance of snapping turtles at some point.
Yeah.
So I think their eggs for like 60 days.
Oh, turtles lay
Maybe
eggs.
I made that up.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Can you imagine if humans laid eggs? Like, what if that's how we were born?
no, but technically I guess we are.
I feel like it'd have to be a massive egg. Well, not. I mean, ostriches have big eggs, don't they?
Yeah, but I don't think a 9-pound baby's gonna fit in one. Dinosaurs had big eggs.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
they did have big eggs. And the fact that dinosaurs came out of eggs is like,
We
did
talk
they?
about dinosaurs every week. Yeah, some did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of the most off the wall things that are ever said, your niece today on the way home from school said, out of dead silence, what if the world was like made out of mattresses so you could skydive and not break your face? And I said, what? And she's like, yeah, what if the world was made out of mattresses so then you could skydive and you wouldn't break anything when you fell?
Yeah, I mean, valid.
And I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know. I never thought about it. So.
Yeah.
She's definitely your niece.
I just want to know what led her there. Like, I wonder what, because when you have thoughts like
Yeah.
that in your
I have no
brain,
idea.
conversations were happening before you got
Oh,
to that point.
yeah,
So, like, what got her to that point?
No clue, because we were just riding in the silence back. I mean, we had like music playing, but like back home. Actually, I think the music actually stopped because of lack of service, and I don't know what triggered her, but out of nowhere, what if the world was made out of mattresses so we could skydive? And I said,
Okay.
all right. I mean, I'm not gonna skydive regardless, so I
Yeah.
don't know, but sounds good.
You know what she called me the other day?
Please tell me.
She asked me, she was like, do you like real TV shows or like cartoon TV shows?
Right.
And I was like, no, like I like both. And she was like, well, what do you like more? And I was like, well, I watch real TV shows more now, but like I like both. And she was like, yeah, you are kind of a kidsy adult. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, like you're like kidsy, but still an adult, like a kidsy adult.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Actually, like
Yeah.
I am a kidsy adult
Has
now that you
she,
say that.
given you your identity as far as what clique you would have been in? Because
No.
I got that conversation the other day out of nowhere.
Yeah.
She walks up, she's like, so I'm not trying to be mean. I was like, well, chances are you are, but
Mhm.
where are we going with this? She said, but were you maybe a nerd in school? And I was like, no, I was not. I was an athlete, I think. Like, I didn't really have like a clique or whatever, but I was an athlete and an artist. And she was like, I'm preppy. I'm a prep. I was like, oh, yeah, girl, I know. Like I live with you.
Yeah.
I know. She's like, and don't be mad, but I think you might be emo. I said,
That's funny.
probably you're right.
I just want to know, where did she learn
I
these clicks? Like,
don't
she's 4.
know.
How does she
Yeah,
know about
I don't
clicks
know.
already? That's crazy.
But she was like breaking it all down. She's like, I think you're emo. I said, well, the older I get, the more depressed I am. So
Yeah.
that checks.
we were watching something the other day, and it was a cartoon, and like these 2 characters came on the show, and they were dressed like kind of emo and stuff. And she's like, oh, they're like kind of mom style.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, at first I thought she said like mom style, so I thought she meant like dressed,
Like a mom.
yeah. But she was like, no, like like my mom style.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I see that.
Yeah. She actually said something to me today about how I dress, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But yeah. So ask her next time what clique you're in, because she will tell you.
Well, we did one time when we were playing over there. We were playing like school or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and she made mom the nerd, and she made me and her the preppy girl.
Oh, yeah,
So I don't know if
that
she
checks.
includes me in with her preppy
I
or
think so.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I'll have to ask.
She's literally so crazy. Did you know that when you get a now this came from a friend, but she's looked into it, so I believe her. When you get a breast reduction, they cut your nipples off
Why?
to size them to your new boobs.
So they cut your nipples off and put them on your new boobs?
Yeah. But can you imagine? Like this yeah, that was my face too.
Well, no, that doesn't make sense to me, because breast reductions, all they do is cut a slit, take out some of the fat, and sew you
Mhm.
back up.
But
I guess they have to
When
move
you-
the nipples.
when your boobs are bigger, your nipples are bigger. I don't know why I went this size, but this is the size I'm going with.
Yeah.
So then they trim them to fit your new size.
Ew.
So it's proportioned.
I would not want the job of trimming a
But
nipple.
can you imagine going somewhere and being like, oh my gosh, say, what do you do? And you get to say, I'm a nipple cutter.
Yeah, I
trim-
don't want that job
I
at
trim
all.
nipples. I think I do.
Do you?
Yeah,
I feel like the texture of cutting it would just make me vomit.
probably.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that that's how they do it. They may have a machine. Who knows? But in my head, they slice that thing off and just
Sit there with their
yeah,
little
with
scissors.
like
and
sewing scissors.
God, so does that mean they have to, there's like a ring
I
of
guess.
stitches
don't
around the
know.
nipple when it goes back on?
I didn't want to research it because I thought it might make me cringe a little bit.
Yeah.
But interesting.
Extremely interesting.
Assuming that's true, that's real, which she's looked into it, so I feel like probably it is.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I just don't know if that's a necessary step.
I feel like if I had really, really, really naturally big boobs and like my nipples were really, really, really big and then I sized them down, I would want my nipples to be smaller to fit my boobs.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel like well, it would depend. Like if I was already married, like I wouldn't care. And be like, you deal with it. But like if I was still single and still had to like find a husband,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
might want normal size nipples. I don't know.
Yeah. I also watched I'm a tattoo artist, 'cause you know, like when people have mastectomies, some
Mhm.
of them will get their nipples tattooed onto their implants.
Right.
I watched like a whole video of an artist doing that, and it is crazy.
I seen someone came up on my Instagram page one day that like does that, and they had some like crazy work.
Yeah.
And some of them they were like realistic looking,
Yeah.
but some of them she would do like flowers and like
Yeah.
all these super
I
cool
love
things.
stuff like that. I
Yeah,
think it's so cool.
it is cool.
So anyway, there's our boob talk of the day.
Yeah.
Just thought that was that has to be the most interesting job that I've ever heard,
Yeah, no, that's
is being a nipple cutter.
yeah. Did you ever watch the grossest jobs growing up?
Like dirty jobs.
Yeah.
With Mike Rowe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, my dad used to watch that show.
I feel like he couldn't show that on Discovery Channel. Maybe he could, but I want him to go be a nipple cutter for a day.
I wonder what he's doing with life now.
I'm not sure.
Paris Hilton and
Segue.
yeah, their show. Did we talk about the show? Remember how they had the show like her and
Simple
what's her
Life?
name? Yes,
What is her name?
Nicole Richie.
Nope.
They're doing a reboot, but I remember one time they had to go and do like they went and did some like nasty job or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
it was hilarious. But
I never watched that, but I've never really watched reality TV.
oh, God, I
Is
love
that
it so
considered
much.
reality TV?
I've been thinking of it's not you can't stream it on anything, but you can like buy the seasons on Amazon, and I've been thinking of buying them so I can like rewatch it before
For the
the
nostalgia.
new episode comes out. Yeah.
My toxic trait with watching TV is I actually have this in my notes, so good on us. Is whenever I'm watching something, whatever they do on the show that I'm watching, I think that I can do.
Mhm.
Sword fighting, gymnastics, chop food really fast,
Yeah.
all of that. Like I think I convince myself that I can do whatever it is that they do.
I feel like I do the same thing.
Is that crazy? Is that normal? Do people do that?
I feel like people who are easily influenced, and I feel like
I think we are.
yeah,
easily.
we're pretty easily influenced.
But I literally will watch something like, I can obviously do
Yeah,
that.
like piece of cake.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can sword fight 85 Viking men by myself, obviously. Oh, goodness.
When you go to the like stores you go to and stuff, do you park on the same road every time?
No.
You don't? See, every time I go to Walmart, I'm parking in the exact same row to like the left of the door every single time.
Mm-mm.
I will be, even if like that whole row's taken and I have to go in the back, I'm parking on that exact same row. And then like at Target, I park like on the right side of like
Mm-mm.
where the doors are almost the exact same spot every single time.
No, I only park to the left, though.
Do you? Like you only pull to the left or you only
Wait.
park to like the left of buildings?
Yeah, to the left. No, I park my car to the left.
Yeah.
Like, so, I don't know. I can't park straight if I park to the... Am I backward? I might be backward. Either way, I park my car the same direction because I park straighter, more straight, grammar, if I park that way. But now, in my brain, I can't think of which way that is.
I'll park.
If I don't back
I'll
in.
pull into a parking spot either way.
Yeah,
But
I usually back in, but...
my places that I regular at, I'll park on the same row
No, I don't think I do that.
every single time.
I did at school,
Yeah.
but I didn't have assigned. I just made my assigned.
Really?
Parking
See,
spot,
I
yeah.
had senior year, I had assigned, but junior year, I had to
Yeah.
park wherever I could get in.
No, everyone knew.
They're like, that.
And it was the second from, so closest to the office
Mm-hmm.
was the second on the road that you could back in at the grass.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why I didn't pick the first one, but I like the second one better.
Yeah.
School was crazy though.
Yeah.
I try not to think about it.
Yeah. Kids went back to school today.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Elon's back, so it's a madhouse. Even today, like I figured it'd be a little bit over today, but I
Yeah.
went to Walmart earlier and it was like,
Yeah.
they
And
were
my
all
plans changed for this weekend because I'm not going to Maine anymore. It's a whole situation, which is why I have a huge coffee drink right now. Anywho, so I'm like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I thought about going to the zoo with the kids. Maybe. I don't know. But Jax needs new leggings. Poor thing. I put leggings on her today and they went on fine. But then throughout the day, they like made red marks on her little hips.
there. Aw.
So I was like, we need to take you
Yeah.
to get bigger clothes apparently. Because she hit a growth spurt, I guess.
Yeah.
So pray for that because taking her clothes shopping is kind of tragic.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not. I thought that having a girl and taking her shopping would be like so much fun. And I'm sure it will be eventually. As a 4-year-old, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not at all. And she wants like character clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't. I do because it's what she wants. But
Right.
like in my brain, I'm like, oh my God. As I'm wearing like a Michael Myers shirt or
Yeah.
whatever this is. But it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
So pray for that.
Will be fun. Okay, let's do. Do you want to do some hot takes and
Yes.
see if let's see
do a hot
if
take.
we agree with them or not? I have like
Okay.
a little list of random ones that's on the internet.
Okay.
This one confused me a little bit.
Okay.
Someone said that umbrellas are the worst invention ever made. And I don't understand what their thought process was behind that.
I think
'Cause
I get that.
I love umbrellas.
I think I get that because when you get to your car, it just gets water all over you when you go to close it. And your door is getting soaked because it has to stay open for longer than necessary.
Yeah, the car is probably the hardest
And
part.
when you get to your house, you're leaving your house door open longer than necessary to get the umbrella to close. And most times with me, the umbrella doesn't want to close and just rain is pouring into my home.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And if like the wind catches in, it flips it the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a raincoat girly.
Yeah. See, it depends for me. Like if it's drizzling, like a very light drizzle, like I'm good with my raincoat. But if
Yeah.
it's like raining hard, then it also depends on how far I have to go.
That's
like
true.
if I just have to jog to a
Yeah.
door, I'm not going to use my umbrella. But
Yeah.
if it's like, if it's a longer distance,
If I-
I'm going to use an umbrella.
am doing a photo shoot and I know that there's a chance of rain, I will obviously have an umbrella with me to like for my camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're cute for photos, like the clear ones.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I agree with that 1000%.
A hot dog is basically a taco.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who came up with that? No,
Yeah.
that's not a taco at all. It's a bun.
Yeah.
It-
Would it fall in like the sandwich category?
I think so. But to me, a hot dog's just a hot dog on
Yeah,
its own.
Its
It
own
has
thing.
its own thing.
I've been on I love
I
hot
love hot
dogs.
dogs.
Yeah,
What do
I've
you?
been
Let's talk about this. Hot take. What do you put on your hot dogs?
all the way.
Oh my God.
What?
No, I
I'd-
can't do chili.
Oh God, I love chili.
No, here's my weird thought process on chili on hot dogs. Chili, if made properly, is made with beef.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like pork hot dogs better than beef hot dogs. Yeah, right. Those are the red ones. I like the bright red hot dogs,
Mhm.
whatever those are. I could eat them raw out of the refrigerator right now. I cannot in my head make chili taste good on a hot dog because it's two different meats.
Yeah, but it's the same thing as eating bacon on a burger.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Or, you know.
Oh yeah, I know. It's stupid, but in my head, like the thought of chili on a hot dog literally makes my tongue like roll back.
Yeah. God,
I
the
can't
hot
do it.
dog all the way. Whatever
Yeah.
their all the way is, depending on where I'm at, I'm just like,
Oh, all the way
give
is
it all.
much as slaw chili.
well, yeah, but like you get like onions and like
Oh yeah.
Yeah. depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, mayonnaise, slaw, and ketchup.
Yeah, I like mayonnaise on a
hot
hot
dog.
dog. I never, like, if they put it, I'm like, cool, but I'll never, like, ask. That's another thing about me, though. Eating, I'm just, like, if I'm eating out somewhere, like, I'll order it how they make it, and then, like, I'm
a
good with it.
modifier.
And I feel like even, like cooking and stuff like that, I'm just, whatever's there, I'll, like, put
Yeah.
on it. Like, I'm not very picky about my additives.
I am. But, okay, what is one thing, and we'll get back to the hot take, sorry. What is one thing that you cannot live without in your kitchen, ingredient-wise?
Salt.
See, I'm brown sugar.
I love salt.
I'm a brown sugar girl.
See,
I
I
have to
don't
have
use
brown
it
sugar in
A
everything.
whole lot.
What, salt or brown sugar?
Brown sugar.
I'll use it in everything.
Only when something, I try not to
Yeah.
because it's so sugary and
It's so good.
it is so good.
It's so good.
But
I use it in everything. Like, when I make my cowboy beans, I put it in that. When I make even spaghetti sauce, I sprinkle a little bit in there. Oh,
Mhm.
I love brown sugar. In everything. Marinate beef or meat, any
Mhm.
brown sugar. Okay. That's my hot take.
Hot take.
Okay, next hot take.
Okay. Water has a taste. I agree with this
Yes,
one.
water does have a taste.
Yeah.
And Liquid Death has the best water taste.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Did you know that apparently I learned the other day that like drink if you already have like Alzheimer's in your family and stuff like that, drinking out of aluminum is like can
Oh, great.
heighten the risk of
Love
getting it.
that.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, it runs in my family,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I will never use aluminum again.
I feel like that's probably not true, but
Yeah.
okay.
Apple Music is better than Spotify.
No, Spotify
Yeah,
all the way.
absolutely not.
I love Spotify.
Yeah, Colin uses Apple Music. I'm like, why?
Jake uses Apple
Why?
Music. I think I've switched him to Spotify. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I definitely got my dad on Spotify. Spotify reads my brain.
yeah,
It reads my mind all
Yeah.
the time. I will literally go to any playlist, and if there's a song in particular that I'm looking for, it plays it
yeah.
without me having to look it up.
It really does.
Yeah.
Like it's, I guess it just like knows your taste
Mhm.
every time when you've used it for so long. But it really like it'll even on shuffle. It's like
I
playing what I
love
want
it.
to hear.
Do you
It's
use
crazy.
your DJ, your personal DJ on Spotify?
No, he's pretty off.
Really? Oh, see, he's
Yeah.
spot on with me.
Yeah,
Even he hits the Disney hits too.
does he?
Yeah.
You can get. I looked into this, but I don't have enough. You know, you can have like followers on Spotify. Like I could
Mhm.
like add you as my friend or whatever. Well, you have to have a certain amount, but once you hit a certain amount of like friends or followers or whatever they're called, you can get paid to make playlists.
Oh, I feel like I would love to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm like, I
follow
would
me on
be
Spotify. I'll follow
amazing.
you on Spotify.
Yeah, I think you only have to have 1,000.
That
But like
seems
people don't
excessive.
really think. Yeah, people don't
Yeah.
follow people.
Follow us on Spotify. I'll make you some playlists.
Yeah,
I love making playlists.
yeah. I thought that
Jake
was
made
so
a really
cool.
good one for our road trip the other day, actually.
Did he?
Yeah, he hit all the good ones.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Michael
Okay.
Jordan is overrated. Agree or disagree?
Okay, so because he's from here, right?
Yeah.
So I have to love him.
Yeah,
I don't think he's overrated.
I
I
love him.
remember at the well, I know where he used to have an apartment, and every time we drive by it, Jake's like, Michael Jordan had an apartment there. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I know. At the Science Center, they used Science Museum, Science Center, whatever it is in Greensboro. They used to have can you jump as high as Michael Jordan,
oh, that's cool.
and you used to try to like touch the like whatever.
Yeah,
I never could, obviously. I have no hops at all.
but you're so tall. You think you must be able to?
Oh yeah, no, I can't jump. I used to like drastically fail that in hut.
Really?
Yeah, no hops.
Are you a better long jumper or height vertical or what's the words? You know what I'm trying to
Horizontal,
say.
vertical? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably neither. I've never tried the like run and jump. That's not really my thing. I'm not a jumper.
I was always pretty good at like the jumping long ways, but yeah, I don't got very much.
I don't think.
when it comes to height.
I don't think I'm a jumper at all. Period.
No.
Yeah, my feet just need to be on the ground. I'm too lanky. Which
Yeah.
I guess track and field stars, they're usually pretty tall. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Runners are usually short. Are they not? No, not short, but like
I feel like
fast
it could
runners.
be either. They're
Maybe.
normally lanky though. They're normally
they?
like skinny and like not, you know.
The thought I tried to like jump a hurdle,
Mhm.
but I'm mentally blocked every time.
Yeah.
My body wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
terrifying to me. Or like the pole jumps where you like run and let the
Oh,
pole like
that's
loft you over
awful.
the
Yeah. Talk about it. This
someone
is from the Olympics.
Yeah, I didn't see the video, but someone
I
told me
didn't
that
either.
someone was like jumping and his like wiener got like
yeah,
he was like
did. Tommy Lee and Brittany talked about it, and their jokes were so funny.
yeah. Oh, I feel
But
like that would be
I
awful.
didn't watch it. I wanted to go back, but then I felt secondhand embarrassment for him, so
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I haven't watched. I was really in disbelief though when she told me. I was like, "What do you mean? Like, what are you saying?"
He's well endowed, and he didn't jump high enough.
Did you ever see the video of it was
But don't you turn backward?
I feel like you just kind of get over it how you can, you know.
I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. You saw what?
Have you ever seen the video of it was a NFL player and he was doing a 40-yard dash and he bought what he thought was like running shorts, but it had like the fly open to pee. So it was more like underwear. And so when he was running,
No, I haven't seen this.
yeah, it like came out of the hole, and he just kind of like dove to the ground to try to like
Cover it.
Yeah, it's so
that's
funny. It's
so
yeah,
sad.
it's bad. And like it was I did see that video, and
That's
I was like,
so bad. Wardrobe malfunctions are like my worst fear.
yeah,
Like my worst fear, and especially like if you were famous, that would just I would make sure I was so taped up and taped in.
yeah.
I mean, did you see the what's her name?
Maren Morris.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was bad.
That was wild. People were like, that was on purpose. There's no way you did not
I
know.
mean, yeah.
And she had an album coming out at the time and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
so she wanted
it
some
could have
exposure,
been, yeah. 'Cause I was
literally.
like, first of all, why aren't you wearing underwear on stage? I feel like if you're in a skirt and you are a performer and you're up on stage,
you definitely should have some coverage.
wear something.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, there's no way she didn't feel that. That was wild.
It was like the day after the whatever she like posted a video and was like something about the trauma this skirt caused or something, and like zoomed in, like it was just laying on the ground.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but look how short it is. I mean, look,
Yeah.
you had to have known.
Oh yeah.
You tried it on before you went on stage.
Yeah.
Like,
you know,
that's
you
crazy.
turn sideways in the mirror and like look
Yeah.
at your.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, you look
you're
all the
checking all the
angles.
angles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a wild. That's like my worst fear.
Yeah. No.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like when I had to go up there with Jake or whatever this weekend, I literally was like, if anything pulls this one string of this outfit, all of Graham is seeing me, because
Yeah.
it doesn't stay up. It's so just like whoop,
Oh,
will fall
gosh.
all the way down. I was like, please God, don't let anything happen to this outfit.
Yeah.
That'd be awful. Okay. Are those your hot takes?
Yep. Those were the.
We
hot
went from
takes.
Michael Jordan to Maren Morris, so that checks.
Yeah.
So I wanted to read. No, I'm not gonna read that because no. I'm getting into like my ghosty vibes because you know it's coming up and I have like 85 little ghost statues in my house right now. And but I have a ghost for sure.
A real ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm.
Jet hears drumming in his closet, so he
Mhm.
says, and he sees footprints. I'm not exactly sure what he means by that.
Mm-hmm.
And shadows have started freaking him out to where I have to place his nightlight to where it's not making shadows on anything.
Yeah.
So there's that. Jax hears stuff all the time. We're not even going to talk about the girl on the wall. And the other day I was home alone and I was walking through the house and something fell.
Mm.
And I heard it and it was loud and to the point where you're like, oh, something just fell off the wall, like a picture or something.
Yeah.
So I turned and nothing. I know where all my pictures are. And obviously, if something fell, you would see it on the ground.
Right.
I looked in his room, her room, the hallway, all of the open area, my room. Nothing, not one thing, not off of a counter, off of a wall, off of a bed. Nothing had fallen.
Were you home alone?
Yeah.
And it was nothing on like the front porch or
Nope.
anything? That's crazy.
Nothing. And I even was like, well, it may have been the dog
Mhm.
outside. So I went outside and looked. They weren't on the porches.
Hmm.
Like they were laying down somewhere. So I knew that it wasn't them because they wouldn't have had enough time to like get to where they were.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You probably do. I remember one time, last time we were over there, Jet like told Colin he heard drums in the closet. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, what do you mean? And he was like this.
Yeah.
And like made a knocking. And I was like, oh, okay. And he literally made Colin go get in the closet
Yeah.
and check. But I remember one time before Jet was born, Jex was still a baby. And I was over there watching her. I think he had a shoot or something.
Yeah.
And she there was something in the corner that
Uh-huh.
she didn't like. And
Yeah.
I was like, what
What do you
what are
mean?
talking about? And she was like, what's that? And I was like, what's what? And she was like, that. I
Yeah.
was like pointing at the corner, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know, baby. It's fine. It's nothing." And I was
Nothing.
like, "Oh, I got goosebumps." I was like,
I don't think you've ever told me that because she did that to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I have a blind and deaf dog
Mhm.
that was full time inside back when I first got him. And he used to sit and like stare at the same spot all the time, and he couldn't even see.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What's over there? What's got your attention?"
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely haunted. I don't think he's dangerous. It's giving male energy. I don't think he's dangerous, but I definitely have a ghost.
You should get a paranormal
sure.
team out there just to
You know, I feel like that invites them. Does it not? And I don't want to make it mad.
Yeah, I feel like it just depends on how you go about it. Like if you're go about it super chill and like make it clear you're not trying to get him out of your house, because I feel like if they think you're like, if they think you're gunning to get them away, they'll be mad. But I feel like if you're just like, hey, I just want to
like maybe
see what's
don't
up.
wake up my kids at 3 o'clock every morning. That'd be great, because I need sleep.
Yeah,
we're both so sleep deprived because Jet just keeps coming in there and he goes back to sleep right away, but he just thrashes all night. Like he's just one of those kids that just doesn't sleep still.
Yeah.
So you get like a foot to the face or like, you know, whatever. But anyway, so I found a ghost story on Reddit that made me laugh because it's not really a ghost story, but it's kind of a ghost story. And it says, I always scan through these, talking about the ghost Reddits, because I wonder if I'm someone's scary story. And I was like, did a ghost write this?
Yeah.
What's happening? So it says, when I was little, my grandparents lived near an old cemetery, old crumbling crypts, and the neighborhood kids played there. One day we were playing a game they called Ghost in the Graveyard. Hide and seek tag, if you will. It stood at one end, everyone scattered. Then it would walk straight through looking for everyone. So I'm guessing you're hiding in the graveyard, okay? The goal was for it to walk by without seeing you, then being able to get back to the start, being unseen by the it person.
Yeah.
This person says, I ran to one side and climbed up to the top of a crypt. Pretty sure you're not supposed to do that, but that's not my business. And hid behind a stone angel. Was up there for a little while trying to see where everyone was, and I heard someone talking. I peeked around the angel and saw 2 people, probably mid to late teens, a guy and a girl. The girl looked up. I assume she saw me. She dropped the flashlight she had and started screaming. God, was she so loud, and ran away, still screaming with the guy chasing behind her. I was about 7, light hair, just outside of Baltimore. I was like, that's so cute, because now that person probably tells the time that they saw a kid ghost on the top of a crypt at the graveyard. And it wasn't. It was just a kid playing a game.
I bet that would be terrifying to see.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like also, like, when you're in graveyards and stuff at nighttime, you're already kind of on high alert. Yep. So I feel like, coming up on a kid on top of a crypt, I would run too.
You know what we should do?
What?
Let's go to one of those cool old graveyards, like the public ones, of course, not breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Or trespassing, whatever it is, at night.
We can go visit the witch.
What's the witch?
There's a known witch buried in across from where like Kelly used to live in that cemetery.
Let's go see her.
Yeah,
I bet she's cool.
We were gonna do it one night, but I chickened out.
I want to do it.
Yeah,
don't chicken out.
I'll do it. Yeah,
yeah, it'll be fun. I used to love walking through, like, the church I grew up going to had, like, a super, super old part of the cemetery. It was my favorite thing in the world. And my grandparents used to have an old graveyard on their property.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I used to go find it, like, because it's hard to get to. It was, like, way back in the woods, and it was Civil War.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really old.
That's crazy.
And a tree fell on it, unfortunately. And so a lot of the old gravestones crumbled, but you could still find some. And I would take makeup brushes with me and like try to brush them off, you know.
Yeah.
But one of my mom's cousins, is like a they do ancestry stuff. You know what I'm talking? What are they called? I can't think of it. And they wanted to go there, so we took them there because they were looking for a certain like Civil War grave.
Yeah.
And we took them there. I don't think that that the person they were looking for was there, but I love an old graveyard so much.
On Ocracoke Island, like in the Outer Banks, they have like probably the oldest graves I've ever visited were on Ocracoke. That's so cool. It goes so far back.
I love
crazy.
That. I love that so much. Let's go. Not there, but well, actually we can go there. I don't care. But I want to go to like some old graveyards.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows of any that are legal to go to at night, please let me know.
They also, Ocracoke's like super like haunted, has a very like history and everything.
Really?
Like Blackbeard was killed off the coast of Ocracoke.
I love Blackbeard.
Yeah. But there's these trails that we walk down, and on the trail is a man and his horse is buried, and he was like cool. I don't know, something, you know.
Yeah.
He was a big, you know, I don't know. He's very well known.
Yeah.
And there's rumors that like if you go down that trail at nighttime and stuff, you'll see like him on his horse.
I would love to see him on his horse.
Yeah, because he literally like him. him and his horse got buried together, and it's like
That's
just
sick.
on the side. It's not in a graveyard or anything. It's
Yeah.
just on this walking trail, and like you see it there. And yeah, apparently you'll see his ghost at nighttime.
I would love to see a ghost horse. I feel like.
Yeah, a ghost horse would be sick.
Yeah.
I know someone who has the only like he's ever had interaction he's ever had, I guess, was like 2 horses in a carriage and 2 like old people sitting on the carriage. Yeah.
He saw it with his face.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
Just
crazy. Where?
walking straight past him. I don't know. It's he's older, so it was like a long
Yeah.
time ago. But
That's so cool.
yeah, it's like seeing
I
a
feel like that
whole
would really-
horse and carriage, and
I feel like you wouldn't think it was a ghost at first. You would be like, "That's weird," and then it would hit you.
I just wonder, like, when you see them, and like if you see something that in depth in real life, like I picture it. You know the movie Haunted Mansion?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they have a ghost, like horse and carriage and everything.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is it like cloudy and like foggy and smoky like that, or do you think you see it like legitimately? I need to ask
not
that question and how
transparent.
they saw it.
Yeah. Because in my head, all ghosts are transparent,
Yeah.
and not like in a sheet. Like
Yeah.
it's just transparent.
Yeah. More like a smoke or like a haze.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah.
Like your brain's like, what are we looking at right now? Or like a shadow.
Yeah.
But so this is obviously gonna make me sound so crazy, but here we are. Right after my dog Sig passed away, she was the companion to my blind and deaf dog, and so after she passed away, my dog was super depressed, obviously, and so he would just sit and kind of chill. But then one night, randomly, he just started playing with nothing,
Aww.
and I took a video of him, and in the video, and obviously for whatever I understand that it was probably from a light. I'm not stupid. I'm a photographer. But I was like videoing, and there was just like this little green like orb that was just like kind of moving along with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And in my
Aw.
head, I like to be like, oh, that was like,
Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
you never know
It
with
was
stuff like
so
that.
cute.
Yeah. It's crazy.
but a ghost horse is wild.
Yeah.
That would be
That would be
crazy.
cool.
I think that'd be cool to see.
Colin saw something crazy the other day. Not ghosts
Nuh-uh.
or anything. Yeah. No.
UFO?
No,
Oh.
that'd be cool too though. But he was on the way home from work, and we were like, he'll call me and we'll talk
Mhm.
like whenever because he has a little bit of a drive and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And he was like, "Whoa, hold on," and like put his phone down. And I was like, "What's happening? Hello, what is
Don't
happening?
put me
Did you just
down."
wreck? Like
Yeah.
what's going on?" And so apparently he was driving down the road, and there's a car in front of him, and there's cars coming this way, cars going that way,
Uh-huh.
right? She out of nowhere like goes way out of her way to like swerve into this lane, and then like does it again, hits this car on purpose, gets out, runs to the car, and is like yelling and like cuss it, like she knew who it was. And
Yeah.
was like yelling and like cussing at them and like trying to like get them out of the car and stuff
What?
like that. And apparently it was like an older woman that hit the car and was like cussing them out, and in the car was like 2 younger girls and like a younger boy. So I don't know if it was like,
A mom situation?
Yeah, but I was
surely not.
I don't know, because Colin at first thought like a cheating situation, because it
Yeah.
was like a guy and a girl.
Right.
But then the other woman was like a good bit like older.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't know. Can't see a mom wrecking into her daughter's
purposely.
car.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like it's one thing if she's yelling at him, but like to
Yeah.
hit them driving down the
Holy
road,
cow.
see them and go out of your way to hit them is like, yeah.
That's so unhinged.
And he was like, I'm going to stay. And I was like, don't you stay and watch? I'm like, that's
No.
when guns get brought out and
Yeah,
people get killed. I'm like,
absolutely.
just keep driving.
just go.
And he
I'm
was like,
gonna stay and watch.
yeah, because the cop, I don't know if he saw it or was
Yeah.
called quick or what, but a cop got there pretty quick. And he was like, oh, the cop. And I was like, go.
Just go.
Yeah,
But see,
go.
I would have pulled a call and been like, phone.
Yeah, he was
video.
like, I got to figure out what's happening.
that
and I was
is
like,
crazy.
yeah, and I mean, absolutely. I
Wow.
don't,
I've never seen anything like that.
yeah, I don't know if I could ever be mad enough to wreck into another car on purpose.
Oh,
like,
I could
that
for
is
sure be that bad.
insane. I don't know if I don't think I
Could
could
for sure
do
be
it.
that bad. I forget. I was sitting in the Starbucks line today, and I forget what happened, but I literally was like, if something else happens, I'm just gonna drive my car through a building. Jake was like, please don't. And then as I'm like taking my first sip of my drink, so I'm like this, I look over my dashboard, and what do you see? The check engine light. I said, God bless it. So I called my brother. I was like, will you please plug into my car and tell me what is broken, because I don't understand why you buy an overpriced, nice car and it has so many problems, when I had like older cars that I would drive, never had any issues except when I wrecked them. Like
Yeah.
that was the issue, was me.
Yeah.
I don't understand vehicles. They make me so mad, and I'm this close to just riding horses everywhere. Everywhere I go. Just
Yeah.
like, oh, there's Megan.
Just go back to driving older
yeah,
cars.
me and Spanky
yeah.
on the cart, like rolling up.
Yeah.
Don't care. Car seat, in the cart, kids. I don't care. I'm so over vehicles right now. I could literally die. I told Jake the other day, I was like, before the check engine light came on, I was like, we need to get like an older, like just a car to drive just every day.
Yeah.
Instead of like our big vehicles, because gas is so expensive and diesel is expensive. But I miss my charger.
Yeah.
I want like an older charger that I can just pay cash for.
I feel like the less like technology and gadgets they have, the better
absolutely
they are. That's why I went to the car wash the other day. The older man that works there loves me. Every time I go,
this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I love how I just pointed. Don't locate us.
They're gonna be like,
where's the car wash?
Every time I go and he's there, he gives me like the tokens to like vacuum and wash my car and stuff like that. He's so nice. But he came up and was talking to me because I have obviously a new car now.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me about it and stuff. And then he's talking to me about his car. He has like I think it's like a Chevy like Avalanche or something like that. But he said he's had it for like 25 years.
I love that for him.
Because we were talking about how my last car I had forever.
Yeah.
And it's still going and Colin's driving it now and stuff like that. And yeah, he was talking about how he just loves his little old car. He's had it forever.
I love that.
It runs perfectly. And I'm like,
yeah. I need an older car. My Lancer never had any like, I was about to say medical. It never had any medical issues.
Yeah.
I wrecked it like 3 times.
I used to want a Lancer so bad.
Well, I didn't have like the nice it was nice, but I didn't have the what was it called?
The one everyone wanted, the
fast one. Yeah, I just had the normal one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it got me from point A to point B for years and years and years, and was cheap to fill up.
Yeah.
Got great gas mileage. But yeah, cars are just whatever.
Yeah.
I'm over it. Okay. What you got?
What is, if you could pick like the last song you get to listen to before you died, do you have one? Do you know what you'd pick?
Radio song.
Really?
Absolutely. Because I'm going out with a bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Radio song.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how I feel about the world.
That's like my favorite like lake song. Like every time we get on the boat and I'm handed the phone, I'm playing that one.
Oh yeah.
It's so good on a boat.
Oh, did I just change my mind? It would be between, if I could listen to only one song, but I still want to say radio song. Mockingbird and the Crow though. That's a good one too, because that's about how I feel about life as well.
Yeah.
Both of those. So either one, I would take either one. If I die though, I talked about this recently, actually yesterday and today. If I die, all my people that really loved me for real, you have to prove it to me after death by getting my brand tattooed on you.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm putting that in my will. And Laura and Annie are just going to be at my funeral ready.
Yeah.
Guns ready.
Instead of like people coming in and signing like the guest book,
no.
they'll just come in and get
because ain't nobody
tattooed.
looking at the guest book.
Yeah.
No one is looking at that.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Who needs to know?
Yeah.
Get a tattoo. Show me you loved me by getting my brand tattooed on you.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's funny.
Jake was like, okay.
Just be branded for life.
Crazy person.
My song would be Sex Drive by MGK because it is literally...
You're listening to Sex Drive? I don't even know what that is. Is it about sex?
No.
Oh.
There's only a couple words in the whole song, but it's mostly just like a beat. But you'll have to listen to it in the car.
Yeah, I'll listen to it. Yeah.
But I picture it just being like, as my soul or whatever ascends
God.
to heaven, like that would be like such a sick song to like. You'll have to listen to it and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Picture like your soul leaving your body.
Yeah, but it's literally, there's not even, all it says is like, come and find yourself, and there's just like background music playing, and that's all it says. And I'm like, oh, that's.
Let me go ahead and type it in Spotify.
Yeah, it's the perfect. Actually, maybe that would be my first song after death. If you get to listen to music after like death? That's like as soon as I die, I want that song to
Do
be
we
playing.
get music in heaven?
I'm sure.
Do we get to choose our music in heaven?
I'm sure.
But is it going to be like good? It's going to be like the clean version of everything?
Yeah, probably.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
I'll it's okay. We'll listen to the clean version.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what pisses me off more than anything in the world? Not really. A lot of things. But when I go to listen to Kid Rock and I want to listen to like American Badass or something, and it's the clean version, and I didn't know I clicked on it, so I'm like ready to just go ham, and then I'm like, no.
Yeah, and then you got to completely restart.
Yeah, I have to restart and get back in the zone. That makes me so angry. All right, I got it in here.
Yeah.
Wait, do I? Are you sure that's what it's called? Oh yeah, there it is. Are you sure you know what you're talking about?
It was MGK.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of your soul leaving your body, what do you think that looks like?
I picture it looking like, on Scooby-Doo's Spooky Island when their souls leave their body, just like that.
Do you think you're wearing the clothes that you died in, or do you think you like magically change in like one of your favorite outfits, or are you just like automatically like a white dress or something, or like what, or like tethered? What am I talking about? Like sheet?
Yeah. Well, I've always heard that like you go to like your like when you die, you're not the age you died at. You go to like the best age of like your life ever. So I feel like outfit wise could probably relate. You could probably go to like if your favorite outfit, your best outfit. You know, because if you go to your best age, then I could see that.
If I don't have my comfort cardigan, I'd be upset.
Yeah.
Which I guess he wouldn't need it in heaven.
I read this book recently, and it was kind of a like fascinating idea. So she, whenever she like died, whenever she like woke up after dying, she was in like this laundromat, and she had like a pretty much everybody in this book, like when you died, you got assigned like pretty much a guide to like help guide you into like the afterlife and show you how things go in first. And the guide that she got assigned, she that guy just thought that like waking up in a laundromat would be like a comforting thing to like wake up to.
This
or
would be
whatever.
an amazing TV show. Is this on a TV show?
No, but it should be. It really should.
It sounds like The Good Place, kind of.
It was
but
such a good book. I can't even remember what it was called now, but it was so good.
I feel like I could read that.
Yeah, you'd probably like it.
Good.
Because it's like she dies and like whenever she's in the afterlife, like she's freaking out trying to figure out, because she was like super young too, trying to figure out like what the heck just happened. Well, then at that same time, a guy gets like he dies, so he's in the laundromat, and so they meet and they're like talking. Well, then someone comes in and is like, no, it's a mistake, you're not supposed to be here, and he gets like brought back to like Earth, like a
lame.
Yeah, he was just he was getting like a surgery and was put under, and like while he was put under, his body like went there.
Oh, cool.
And so, but then so the girl, the like therapist or guide or whatever, was like I will let you go back and you have 10 days to find that man and like get him to kiss you. Yeah.
Aww,
so she doesn't know his name, where he lived, like knows nothing about him, and has to find
very
him.
Impossible.
Yeah, but it's a really good book.
Okay. Tony read 3 books last week.
Yeah, I could do that.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
When I'm on my kicks, I will. Like I finished a book yesterday and I started another one, which I didn't get. Usually when I start a book, if it's good, I'll read the first half like in one day.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I have books literally that are sitting there that I started 8 years ago. And I've not finished them.
Yeah.
Nope, not finished them at all.
See, I have to finish a book. Even if I hate the book, I'm not starting another one until I finish that one, because I'm like committed at that point.
That my goal for the winter time, even though I love being outside in the winter time, is to finish all the books that I started.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not going to happen, but that's the goal.
Yeah.
Hello. What else do you have on your list? My list was boring this week because anxiety, depression.
I don't know how you say this guy's name. The guy that plays in The Kingsman, Taron Egerton. You know the Kingsman movies I'm talking about?
No, but now I'm going to look him up.
Him and Tom Holland, to me, are the same person.
Maybe they are the same person.
They are. I'm like, have they
What's
ever
his
been
name?
in the same, like Taron and then like Egerton, Egerton.
Wait, first name was Tim?
Taron, Taron. But I'm like, him and they're the same person. There's no way they're not. And Colin's like, no, you're crazy. He doesn't see it at all. But I swear, honey, you can't have my pumpkin bread.
No, it's so good.
I haven't even tried it yet.
My internet's not working. Hold on. Oh, what did I just close out? Nothing.
I mean,
I like the name Taron.
Yeah, I had never heard of it before.
Actually, I think that might be on my list.
Is it?
I think so. You think they're the same person?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't see it?
Mm-mm.
Literally every time a movie starts, I'm like, is that Tom Holland or is that the other guy? I think they're the same.
Now, in this one picture where he has longer hair, yes, I see that.
Yeah, like him and Kingsman is...
okay, let me look it up. Hold on. Kingsman.
Yeah.
What is Kingsman?
Oh, it's so good. It's like a secret agent kind of thing, but for like the British, I guess.
I love the British.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see it. There's like one picture that reminds me of him, but
yeah.
I mean,
see, to me, they're
well, that's like Jake Gyllenhaal
mm-hmm.
and Tobey Maguire.
Oh yeah,
they look the same.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one of the podcasts I listen to, they talk about that all the time.
I just want to know who my doppelganger is, or like my celebrity like look-alike. You know,
I don't have a celebrity look-alike, but I have an actual doppelganger.
Yeah, you do. That's
wild. I know.
Yeah.
I miss her. I need her to like get a black wig.
Yeah.
Or I can just get a red wig.
I just want mine. Where's mine at? I want to have one.
Speaking of wigs, I'm never wearing a wig again.
No,
I am, yeah, because I love them so much. The audacity that people have literally just blows my mind. I just don't think I have audacity. Maybe I do. Maybe I do, and I just don't realize that I say things and people are like, the audacity. I feel like I keep a close check on my audacity.
Yeah, I think so.
Because things are not my business.
Yeah.
And if you ask for my opinion, I'll gladly give it to you.
Right.
But I need you to ask first. I need you to open that door for me to walk through.
Yeah.
If you're one of my best friends, I might give you an unsolicited opinion. because I think it may help you.
Yeah.
Maybe. But to a random person that you've literally never met on the internet, never, might even not even live in the same state, town, what is zip code, to just message them at, I don't know, 1:30 in the morning, in the AM, to be like, don't ever dye your hair blonde. First of all,
Yeah.
Jesus dyed my hair blonde. Look at these roots right now. I am naturally blonde.
Right.
Do I like blonde hair on me in this stage of my life? No, I do not.
Yeah.
I like the black better. It fits my personality better. It fits my style better. Fun fact, you can get wigs and they come off.
Yeah.
They sure do. And it's not permanent, and you don't have to cut 9 inches off of your hair because you bleached it and it dyed.
Right.
Right. So I just don't understand audacity. I don't. And if I've ever had audacity with you, my apologies. I just don't think I have. Maybe I have. I'm apologizing now publicly for it. Ew.
Yeah. I just,
Ew.
I could never be that person.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It's insane.
Jake literally was like, I had a day where I was like constantly on my phone, and he was like, do people just message you constantly? Like, yeah, look. And I showed him. I was like, just constantly. And I love it. Like, I love having conversations with people like that. I'm a texter. Like, I like to have conversations via phone.
Ugh,
I'm
I
not
hate
a in-person. Like, I'd rather not have 85 people talking to me. 85. I'm getting a shirt that says 85. I'm just going to get a jersey.
Yeah.
Made that just says that.
Number shirts are popular right now.
Oh, see,
That's what all
look
the
at me
girlies are wearing.
being in the fashion world. I can't. It's just audacity, and I just need it to go away.
Yeah.
Just don't have it. Don't have audacity, please.
Don't have it.
Thanks.
We'll end on that today. Don't have audacity.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Y'all keep it
Okay.
unhinged.
Later.